Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are finishing the last two episodes of season 4 of Cobra Kai. I'm excited and I'm sad at the same time. I really like this show and I really don't want to see it end, but it has to, and I'm really interested to see how they conclude this season. They always seem to end with something that is cliffhanger-ish, and I know that they were renewed for season 5, so I'm totally expecting not to get a satisfied feeling at the end of episode 10, but I feel like the ninth episode of any season of a 10 episode season, that episode is normally the one that's the banger episode. And everyone told me, make sure that the last two episodes you watch together. So here we are. Okay, so last time we had prom, we had a brawl. I don't really know who the winner was of that. I guess Robbie, because he wasn't in the water. I don't know if there's technically a winner in any of those type of things. But Sam and Miguel, big mad at each other. I couldn't care less. Tori and Robbie got hot and heavy in a Ferrari. My teenagers were so different. And Dimitri and whatever his girlfriend's name are, they hooked up at prom, and they're adorable. I loved his little jacket. I'm very happy for Dimitri. And Eli needs to go talk to Moon. Go talk to Moon, baby. Go talk to Moon. She seems like a nice girl. Seems like he has a chance. If not, she would at least steer him in a good direction. We got some Anthony and Kenny issues. I wouldn't say resolved, but definitely Kenny got one over on Anthony. And Anthony has to kind of pay a little bit of a penance at home for that. Which I guess as a kid, getting your electronics taken away is the ultimate killer. Vanessa proved that Daniel and Amanda were not raising their child, that the internet was. And I really should look this up before I say it so I can give somebody credit for it. But somebody said in the comments that Vanessa was played by Ralph Macchio's daughter. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. And the fact that they called her Marissa Tomei Jr. and she really gave a My Cousin Vinny Marissa Tomei performance. That I love how it's all interconnected. It's beautiful. But then Daniel goes like full Johnny Lawrence on his son, breaks whatever game thing he was playing because it wasn't an iPad, and yells quiet. And really, I don't want to say scares his son, but I think Anthony was like, "Oh, Dad means business." And Johnny and Miguel have a couple of bonding moments. One with Watermelon, which was a very interesting scene. But drunk Johnny breaks Miguel's heart, calls him Robbie, and says, "I love you," after Miguel says he loves him. Sholo plays that scene so perfectly. The pain in his eyes, the look on his face was just perfect. And I personally want to know more about Miguel's dad because I feel like we're leaning that way anyways, but it kind of makes me curious that if Miguel actually met his father, how he would feel about Johnny. Johnny got a beat down by Terry Silver, which I don't think if if he hadn't been kicked in the face and surprised, I'm pretty sure that fight would have either been longer or he would have been able to defend himself better, only because he was stunned with it. You know, his ears were ringing. He didn't expect it. I loved that he did the Miyagi-Do defense. It just shows that Johnny is teachable, he is coachable, and he does listen. And I'm excited to see him use more of that in episodes to come because you know it's coming. You know it's going to happen. They're all going to be very well balanced fighters. And Terry Silver thought that Kreese was going to be proud of him or appreciate the fact that he's beating up Johnny when he kind of didn't realize that Johnny is Kreese's weakness. Kreese essentially loves Johnny like a son. And Terry Silver really thought that not showing the enemy mercy was going to somehow make him glowing in Kreese's eyes. And it did pretty much the opposite. Terry Silver is not Kreese's golden boy. Johnny Lawrence is. And then we see Terry Silver beating up Ray, which I said it in the last video. He can't beat up a woman. He can't beat up a student. He can't beat up Kreese or Daniel or Johnny again. And so they needed just some adult that they could use as a punching bag. And I don't know if Ray serves any other purpose in the show. Hopefully he does, because that's rough. And ultimately, this show really does concentrate a lot on bullying and teenage relationships and their dynamics and how dramatic it can be and how messy it can be. But I really think the past couple episodes we've gotten a laser focus on father-son relationships, whether it be Daniel and Anthony, Miguel, Robbie, or Johnny, Miguel, and Robbie, or Johnny, Sid, his dad, and Kreese, or Daniel and Miyagi, which I know Daniel's father passed away and he didn't grow up with a dad. And so essentially, Miyagi was his father figure growing up. It kind of makes me happy, sad that Anthony responded the way he did about Mr. Miyagi, because essentially Daniel is talking about his father whenever he talks about Miyagi-Do or the lessons that Miyagi taught him or any of the Miyagi philosophies. Because essentially Mr. Miyagi was Daniel's dad. I can't cry in the intro. That's unacceptable. Okay. And I'm really interested to see where these next couple episodes go, because I know obviously we're going to get a karate tournament. But let's face it, this show isn't just about the karate, it's about the relationships. So I want to see how everything else plays out. If there's anything I missed. So without further ado, let's watch the last 2 episodes of season 4 of Cobra Kai. Oh, I'm nervous. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting a long time, but we're finally here.
Very dramatic.
He took the All Valley by storm in 1984 and 85.
Oh. They didn't show Mike Barnes.
And they're ready to show the world that they're the best around.
Eli and that gi is nice.
Led by 2-time All Valley champion Daniel LaRusso.
Smoke? It's very different than the Miyagi days.
Hailing from Reseda, and still the most badass name for a dojo. Here comes Cobra.
I think he might have a favorite. Goodness. I'm sorry, the red light with the smoke is cool.
This dojo is making their All Valley debut.
That just reminds me of Rocky and his training. Look at those geese! They look so good!
It's karate time.
Well, alright.
I still remember my first All Valley, where I stood here proudly with my sensei.
Please don't show me Miyagi, I'll start crying.
Remember what's at stake. If Cobra Kai wins, our dojo closes.
No pressure, kids.
No more Eagle Fang. Listen, I know what's been going on with you lately. You still haven't gotten over that little spat with your girlfriend. Sam will make up, but right now she's not on your team, and your team needs you.
Poor Miguel.
All right, fall in.
Ooh, look at Tori. She's got some guns on her.
Do not let your emotions cloud your judgment.
That's an order. And we're all gonna follow Sensei Kreese's orders today, aren't we?
Kreese always has a way of being so threatening when he says things.
Miyagi-Do, we'll be showcasing commas.
I don't even know what a comma is, but he's gonna cut himself. There's a big boy.
Position!
Kenny. Wow. Dimitri being all intense and shit. That's awesome. Let me tell you how amazingly talented most of these kids are. It's amazing to me. I love that we don't need body doubles for the kids. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, damn. Okay, I was just building them all up and then... Poor kid. That is intense.
Medals are 10 points, silver 9.
I don't give a shit about the math. What do we need to beat Cobra Kai?
Math.
Further we get as a team, the tighter the vices around Cobra Kai's metaphorical ball.
I love her.
Good, now you're speaking my language.
Very special guest to kick things off. International superstar Carrie Underwood.
That's why she was wearing an Eagle Fang shirt on her Instagram. Crazy.
Her husband's a client. I fixed a crown fracture in his maxillary incisor.
I will get to that. Oh, this little kid. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! It's a small person. I love it. Oh, poor baby. Tori's a beast. Nice! Devin is awesome. I love her. I would love to see Chris take this kid down. He knows.
They know our moves.
I wonder how.
Aww. I feel like Devin's gonna come back stronger next season.
There's no reason to feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I only trained for 6
Yeah,
weeks.
right?
I'm gonna be stomping all of these weak-ass bitches.
That's right.
Right, female fighters get eliminated, and Miguel makes it to the final, and he wins. There's a
That's
chance.
a lot that has to go right.
Good chance.
Miguel's head isn't in the game.
If all you care about is winning, then you really didn't learn anything I taught you. Never put passion in front of principle. Because even if you win, you lose.
Still lose.
Which of these fighters with a bang? Miyagi-Do, all-star karate.
Nice.
Winner, newcomer Dimitri Alexopoulos.
I love seeing Dimitri do well. That makes me so happy. I want Moon to come give him a pep talk right now. Yes.
Ignore him. You're not defined by your haircut, you know.
Right?
Lost my confidence.
Eli.
Oh.
Looks like you've got a fight to win.
Well, if that don't pump you up.
Everything good? Never better. I know who I am now.
Because of a kiss?
You guys didn't win this whole fucking thing.
Whoa! Language! I'm so happy we get Eli fighting him.
¿Qué puedo decir? Tengo los...
Well, obviously she has to fight Tori, so Piper's not gonna win this.
Your defense? You have nothing.
Ooh, go Eagle Fang on her ass. It's okay. Look at Johnny. Nice. It's okay, Daniel. She can do both. Nice. Where's your defense now? Oh, look at Johnny. So proud.
So what was that
Eagle Fang. Why does it matter? I won.
You didn't win the right way.
What's the right way?
Maybe my right way is different than yours. Don't I get a choice?
Maybe don't fight in the middle of a competition.
Well, I owe it all to you. You changed my whole life.
No.
It's Cobra Kai versus Cobra Kai.
Face each other.
I still like that there's a Terry Crease like versus like fight going on here. Student against student. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay.
Are you fighting your friend or your opponent?
But is principle more important?
Fight.
Jeez.
Fight.
Not that I expect Kenny to win and Robbie to lose, but how messed up would that be? I guess not messed up, that'd be amazing.
No point. Continue fighting.
Robbie, come on, man. That's not how Robbie needed to win that.
I caught your last match. Couldn't help but notice you circled your opponent.
You didn't have us catching fish for nothing, right? Did you game LaRusso soften up Diaz before our match?
As if you haven't gotten into Sam's head with all your ego.
Oh, shut up, guys.
For turning Sam into someone who can't control her anger.
Better than turning my champion into a pussy who starts a fight and then runs away from it.
Yikes.
Not exactly thrilled to be fighting my friend. It doesn't help that nobody's ever beaten Miguel either.
Oh, way to go. Way to go there, Dimitri. Yeah, that's helpful.
At least you know how to fight. Because Johnny taught you too.
Okay, Sassy Sam. I like Sassy Sam.
He's fighting for LaRusso. He picked a side. Whose side are you on? Of course. Are you sure?
Jesus. Oh.
Whose side are you on? What do you mean?
Gentlemen, take your position.
Oh my gosh.
On your side, Diaz. Always.
Poor Miguel.
You're not gonna hold back, right? No. Good, neither am I.
On your mark.
Oh, I like when it's good fighters because it's a longer fight. Nice.
You're not a kid anymore. You want something you have to
Is this the watermelon kick? The spinning tornado-y thingy?
teeth that try to teach you? No. I'm gonna be your sensei.
What just happened? Yeah, I can see why I had to watch 9 and then go into 10. Oh man. I feel like I've said poor Miguel a little too much. Poor Miguel. All right. He's not dead. He's not dead. It's not a fall. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. You're gonna ruin your makeup. Episode 10. Tissue ready? Oh, that's right, Ray.
Call that detective. Tell Miss John Doe is awake.
Terry Silver just dumped him somewhere? I was afraid this show was gonna make me like Terry Silver.
Does that mean that I can keep fighting?
They've given you 30 minutes to recover, so let the pain guide you.
I thought he broke his damn spine.
All right, we got a half hour. Show your back who's boss.
He's gonna hurt himself. I just want to see Dimitri land a hit on Robbie. Just one.
I had a hard enough time beating him when he was on the good side of the Force. Now that he's gone all Sith. Okay, well, you're taller.
Love the references.
That's how Obi-Wan beat Anakin, right?
I love when two of my favorite things combine. Show Dimitri the way. Nice kicking. Oh.
Okay. He's pretty good. So are you.
Good job, Dimitri.
Hey, dude.
Oh boy.
What do you want?
Please don't fight him, Kenny.
I'm sorry. Okay, for all the shit I did.
By picking on the new kid who didn't have any.
Kenny, please, please, please.
Or you can imagine. Okay.
Don't be like your brother, please.
Because no one's ever been such a piece of shit to you. Well, maybe it's time you found out.
Don't. Oh, Kenny. Oh, Kenny.
Anthony LaRusso is your bully?
Not anymore. Get ready for high school next year. Because you're going to be in a world.
And season 5.
This is not how I trained you.
It's Cobra Kai. No mercy.
Kid's got a point, Robbie.
Anthony, just leave me alone!
Robbie would be such a great older brother. He really would be.
Tori Nichols is on her way to the big dance.
I would really like to see Tori win.
The girls finally set.
Tori should feel good about that. I think Tori's gotten one up on her every single time.
I care more about you than anyone.
You got a funny way of showing it. You forced me to fight dirty.
Sweep the leg. You have a problem with that?
No, Sensei.
Put him in a chokehold after he got second place.
To be beaten, and I knew that would take you into a downward spiral. And I was right.
Him turning on him is what made Johnny turn out the way he did.
Cobra Kai's gonna die.
Whew.
Sensei, I don't know if I could do this. You could do whatever you want if you want it bad enough.
Johnny.
All right, prove it. Fight for it. Show me you're not a kid anymore.
Oy.
Show me you're ready to be a man. You do that?
Poor Miguel.
Miguel Diaz has 1 minute to return to the mat.
They're doing a countdown? Exactly, Devin. Exactly. I hope Miguel doesn't come back. Good for you, Miguel.
That the winner by default is Eli Moskowitz, where he will face Robbie King.
Not the final we expected.
He's probably afraid to see you because he thinks he let you down.
No, I'm the one that let him down.
Aww.
I feel pressure from my dad all the time.
Yeah, except that Johnny isn't my dad.
Yes, he is.
I'm always rooting for you, Sam.
Yay.
Good luck to all of
I just thought about this. What if Ray tells them that Terry Silver was the one that beat him up and he gets like escorted out in handcuffs? That'd be amazing.
Time to show LaRusso and your father that you don't need them. That you're strong enough on your own.
I don't think that's a great pep talk.
My chance to get back at Robbie for what he did to me.
This fight is not about him. The biggest battle is always the one within.
Go out there. Go get him.
1-0, King.
He knows all my moves. He trained at Miyagi-Do way longer than me.
And you were in Cobra Kai long.
That's right.
You each put him on defense.
Well, look at that. A little lesson from Sam.
Fight.
Nice! This is definitely not like Karate Kid. These kids are amazing. Dang.
No point. Come on, continue.
I am sweating so bad right now. Wow. Come on, Eli. Come on, Robbie. Oh, I don't know who I want to win.
night.
What was that?
Have reached that 3-minute time limit in a 1-1 time, which means
Sudden death.
since 1985, my sudden death. Oh,
This guy is so dramatic. I do like that we know that that scene was continuously filmed because of Robbie's gi being open.
This fight should be over by now.
Do you want to fight him?
Holy shit.
You're angry.
Any advice on the last point?
Do not use the crane kick.
Give him all you got.
Okay. Alright. If I were a teenage girl, I'd be losing it right now. Nice. This is like octagon looking, isn't it? What a treat for everyone in the crowd. Nice kip up. Defense, 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 defense. They're so tired. Oh god, I am sweating so bad. I'm so happy for Eli.
It all comes down to the girls.
Oh, I forgot about the girls. Obviously, Tori and Sam. Tori's gonna kill her. It's...
Yeah, guess it all comes down to the final match. Spoke to Dr. Hillier. She said you've been keeping up with your appointments.
Thanks, I owe you for that.
Well then, you can pay me back now by making sure Sam doesn't get hurt.
Promise.
I'm not asking you to back down. I just want you to play by the rules. I'm gonna go out there and root for my daughter. What I'm really rooting for is that this fight finally puts an end to all this bullshit between you two.
I love Amanda. I love Amanda so much.
My money's on Sam.
I don't know.
Tori's scary as shit. Can't believe how sweaty I am. That's disgusting.
You and I may be set in our ways, but these kids, they're still growing. They can learn from both of us and use what we teach them to create their own way. Cared so much about honoring Mr. Miyagi's legacy, but I forgot one of his most important lessons.
Just like bonsai, choose own way grow because roots. You choose own way do karate series. One day you do own way.
Scared of the influence you were having on Sam. Some of what you teach can be good sometimes, and I'm sorry I didn't realize that sooner.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry too. I saw you and Miguel bonding and I freaked out. I was afraid of losing that connection. I should have just let him train with you. You'd have been a stronger fighter.
What do you say we team up again?
You want me to help Miyagi to win?
Miyagi
Fang?
bang. Today.
Let's do this.
The Queen Cobra herself, Tori Nickel.
I really think it would help Tori, her mentality to win.
The Bonsai Badass, Samantha LaRusso. Coached by her father and sensei, two-time All-Valley champion Daniel LaRusso. I've just been informed will be joined by sensei Johnny Lawrence. Oh, I stand corrected. Fellow two-time All-Valley champion Sensei Johnny Lawrence.
Okay.
Don't worry about them.
Okay.
Use all that fire inside you.
Yes, Sensei.
Probably the best speech he's ever given.
All right, LaRusso, you ready to kick some ass?
Yes, Sensei. If that's okay with you.
I want you to be you. Just make sure you keep your anger in check,
Aww.
Go kick some Cobra Kai ass.
Oh! Damn! Where's that been?
What's that?
Flying tornado kick.
There it is.
Using Miyagi. Miyagi-Do. She's fighting aggressive.
Then you get more aggressive.
Remember the promise that you... Well, I don't know if she really made a promise. Tori can be a street fighter. She can just pull that out, I'm sure, at any time.
What style should I use?
Yours. Trust your instincts.
There you go. Throwing out some of that kata. Yes.
No point, out of bounds. She went out after she got it.
That's right. That'll break her confidence. Damn it. Okay, I'm digging the music they're putting with this too. Nice.
Scores 2-2.
Terry Silver adjusting his hair. Oh, I'm sweating again.
Warning! Elbow to the face. Warning, that should be a point deduction.
No, it was an accident.
Go to your sensei.
Give her a shot to the other eye. She can't see, she can't fight. She ran into your elbow. This ref will never end the match on a technicality.
I don't need to cheat to win.
That's right, you don't.
You're nothing. You lost. You're a loser. You suck. Yeah? Come on, who's a loser now?
Yeah, Crease, you seeing the error in your ways?
Let her do what she wants. You come this far. It's up to you.
Oh, that made my stomach hurt a little bit. Good for you, Crease. Oh.
Point! Winner!
Oh, I'm happy for Tori. Good for her.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't dig this.
We did the right thing, and we still didn't win. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's not. It's not.
One of the parents said she saw Miguel get in an Uber.
What's an Uber?
I almost thought you were gonna back out of our deal a few times. Played it just right. No one suspects a thing. The money will be in your account tomorrow morning.
Why am I not surprised? And why would the door be unlocked?
Robbie, you kicked ass today.
Tell him you're proud of him.
It's just a match. Don't let it eat you up, trust me.
This kid. Kenny, I thought I could take him under my wing. Be the mentor I wish I had when I was younger. Like looking in a mirror. And I realized I screwed everything up. And I had all this hate inside of me. For you and for Miguel. But it just made things worse, and now it's never gonna get better.
Yeah, well, baby. Hug him.
Good thing going with LaRusso. I got in the way of that. Don't blame yourself, you blame me.
I'm sick of blaming you, Dad.
So happy to see this.
You remember when you asked me what I thought your weakness was? Johnny Lawrence.
Yep.
It was never about us teaming up or bringing back the glory days. That was all bullshit. It's not true. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Everyone has a weakness, John. And mine is you.
Strength. I have been your strength ever since Vietnam.
I can always count on you playing the guilt card.
Yep. Did he frame him?
I'll make you Cobra guy. But you gotta do something for me.
His name is Sensei. Crease.
Wow.
I'm shedding my weakness.
Terry Silver never disappoints, does he? Welcome back, buddy. Why did that make me happy? It's not okay.
Show him the note.
When you do go find his dad.
I need to meet my father. This is something I have to do.
Oh.
There's something I didn't tell you about my ex-husband.
I know. You said he's a bad dude. Don't worry, I can handle myself.
He doesn't know Miguel exists.
Oh, shit. Poor Miguel. His own father didn't even know about him.
I did everything I thought was right. I followed all the Miyagi-Do teachings.
Those dates on his headstone, I just can't.
much at stake to honor an agreement made with men who have none. Cobra Kai is going to keep growing and getting stronger. I need to do whatever it takes to stop them, even if that means going on offense. I know this isn't your fight, and this is a lot to ask, but will you help me finally put an end to Cobra Kai?
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, let me just start off with a personal note. That the dates on Miyagi's headstone were a little personal to me. November 15th is when my sister was diagnosed with cancer, and then she died on June 9th. So that was a little overwhelming. I was already in an emotional state, and then we were at Miyagi's grave, so pardon if that seemed more emotional than it really should have been. So let me just start off by saying that I am so impressed by these kids and their karate, and just it seemed like they were doing the majority of their own stuff. There was times when I can tell that there was a body double for Sam in her fight against Tori. It definitely wasn't her. And that's fine. Is like, sometimes they just need somebody to do the movements quicker or better. And a lot of Sam's movements are really slow, not really karate type speeds, which is fine. No one expects her to be Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan. Shang-Chi. No one expects that, but I'm really, really impressed with all of these actors doing all of their own moves, and the kicks look flawless and great. Tanner Buchanan, he's I feel like he's going to end up being like a Jean-Claude Van Damme type, where he does like a lot of physical roles. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And Dimitri, what a way he's come from the first season. Like, the first season, he was a scared, bratty kid, and boy, is he confident and sure of himself. And even his, little skills moment, I don't know what those were. And I thought for sure he's going to cut himself, and he didn't. So, attaboy. The Eli and Robbie fight, I am so glad that they made it as long as they did and had it go into sudden death overtime. I like that they looked like they were tired and that they were winded, and it definitely seemed like it was a good match, because a lot of times, especially in the original Karate Kid movie, they will have a point here, a point there, point here, winner, and I prefer when it doesn't go that way. I like when there's defense and there's more than just a couple moves. It's kind of like a couple volleys and then someone spikes and then game point or whatever. In this case, you have move, block, move, block. A lot of blocking, and I was really happy to see that, because you really got some good karate. The fact that they went shirtless, my young nieces must be so happy. But I when they had the view from above, it really looked like an octagon fight, like some UFC action was gonna start happening. So that was actually kind of cool. You also got to reveal Hawk's hawk, or Eli's hawk. So it's still there. It's still there, and I'm so happy Eli won, in that he got to shine in this episode, and that he didn't need his persona to be the confident person. Although I guess a kiss from Moon is what does it. But I'm happy for him. I'm happy. I guess that gave him his mojo back a little bit, just realizing that life isn't so bad. Got a hot, cool chick. And I'm really happy that they established that there's more than just the two fighters of Robbie and Miguel. We know Eli is a good fighter, and we know that there's good fighters at Cobra Kai. They're letting more people shine, and I think that that's fantastic, especially because Eli, his transformation over the past couple seasons, he deserves it. He deserves it. And Devin in season 5. Devin, Dimitri, Kenny, probably even Anthony in season 5. We're gonna get more. I'm excited about that. Tori winning was amazing. I'm very happy for her. I feel like she needed something good in her life. I do like that Amanda came and talked to her ahead of time, and we found out that she's gotten help with her mom, and that she's I think actively in therapy. When she said she's seeing a doctor regularly, I think that that's great. So I'm assuming that that means that she's going to therapy, which she definitely needs. And the fact that she is actually apologetic to Sam after the fight, even though Sam looks terrified of her and actually kind of confused as to like, why are you being nice to me? I think that it's great that like both times when Tori accidentally elbowed her and then when she beat her, that she asked her if she was okay, or like said like, I didn't mean to do that. It shows that she's not just full of rage and just like wants to cause pain and hurt. I think that that's a great turning point for her character. But then we learn that Terry paid a ref to win the tournament. And I don't know, was that just Tori stepping out of bounds and the hit coming before she stepped out of bounds? Was it the entire tournament? Was it, I don't know what the ref was supposed to call and not call and when and in what match. But unfortunately, Tori hears this, and I feel like it's really going to mess with her confidence going forward. I don't know, because she was pretty loyal to Kreese. I was going to say that maybe it would make her kind of like more in line with Terry Silver, because then she'd be like, hey, you helped me out, let's win another time, or let's win this again, or whatever. And then I think the fact that Kreese is arrested and going to be in jail, that she's going to have an issue with that. Ray telling the police that Kreese was the aggressor, I'm wondering if Terry paid him off as well, because he just said, if you want to be in Cobra Kai, you have to do me a favor, or kind of like a you have to earn it thing. Obviously, like if there's an investigation, there's not enough evidence to say that Kreese beat up Ray. There's just not. So he'll probably still get out, like on a technicality. Kind of good on Terry Silver, not for what he did to Kreese, but to realize that John is his weakness, and to not let John guilt trip him and manipulate him anymore. We saw that in Karate Kid 3. We saw it all throughout this season. It's just like it's one guilt trip after another, and it's nom 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 nom. I'm so stupid. I'm making myself laugh. So like that scene with him drinking the champagne and the police lights flashing on him, I thought was just great, because he's wearing the black suit. He's confident Terry Silver. His hair's pulled back. He just like is full of all that swag and cockiness, and I feel like he's going to be formidable next season. And someone said that they've already finished filming. If that is the case, this needs to come out tomorrow. I need it now. Johnny and Miguel, it's good that everything that went down is making Miguel search for his real father, but the fact that his real father doesn't even know he exists is heartbreaking. Like Miguel needs one more person to reject him in life. At least him and Sam, even though, again, I don't care about kitty relationships, at least she gave him a kiss and let him know that she still cares about him, so he wasn't completely abandoned by people that are supposed to care about him. I feel bad for his mom. She doesn't deserve any of it. And Johnny's saying that he's going to get Miguel back. Does that mean Johnny's going to go to Mexico? Because that seems like it's going to be a disaster. Like the dinner that he made for them, and it was from Chili's. And he tried to tell them about salsa. I can't imagine him in Mexico. Although I would like to see that. Entertaining. And the fact that Miguel has to keep going through all of this pain, whether it's physical or mental anguish, this emotional trauma that this kid is going through, I can only hope that it makes him a better, stronger person. Because, like, he does have a reason to be slightly bitter, I think. And I was freaking out at the end of episode 9. I thought for sure he snapped his spine. I thought, like, he threw a disc. And the fact that it was a muscle pull and they got me. They got me. I was devastated. I thought our boy was paralyzed again. I thought he was going to be in a wheelchair. Miguel's been through enough. Miguel needs good things. Just let Miguel have good things. Please. Sam using the Eagle Fang karate, and Daniel and Johnny fighting about it, I really like that Sam is establishing that she doesn't want to just follow Daniel. And it's not anything against Miyagi-Do. It's just, it doesn't always work for her. And she's tired of always having to be on defense. And I think it's great that Johnny was helping her and teaching her. The fact that they were fighting about it in the middle of a karate tournament, I don't think is great for team morale. I loved that they came together to coach her, and then in the end, don't cry. We get the scene with Miyagi with the bonsai tree and choose your own karate. This is such an amazing show. We don't deserve it. It's these writers are so good. They're so good. They take all of the good things from those movies and I don't know how they make it a plot point that I don't see coming, but the fact that like they're able to incorporate that scene into this, and then Sam hugs Daniel because like she finally is like, he's giving me the choice to do what I want, not one or the other, but what I want. I thought that was a beautiful moment. Okay, stop your crying. Something that's going to make me not feel emotional is that Carrie Underwood was in this, which I guess a musical number is fine. It seemed a little out of place, but I did see her Instagram last week, and there was her wearing like an eagle fang gi, and I was like, oh, she's a fan of the show. I didn't realize she was going to be on it. So that's interesting. I now see why. And as a dental professional, I have to just have a little note that Ron saying that he fixed her husband's cracked maxillary incisor seems like a good clinical diagnosis. It's not something you say to people outside of a dental office. Privacy's a thing. You can say he goes there. You can say that you fix something for him. Don't tell him what. Like, seriously, I work in Las Vegas. You think that, like, we don't see famous people? I'm not going to give a diagnosis to somebody. That's just nuts. Anyway, back to the show. Johnny and Daniel finally coming together. Holy crap. Men talking about their feelings and their insecurities and fixing it and then moving on. Like, maybe it's not for forever. Maybe there'll still be little snags and issues in the future. But like those two men actually admitting those two things out loud about being insecure about Miguel and then being insecure about Sam, and really Daniel having an issue with thinking Miyagi's way was the only way, was so refreshing. And I'm glad they put it in there because, I mean, men might do this in real life, but they certainly never do it in movies and television. And if they do, it takes seasons and seasons and seasons and episodes and episodes and episodes. And I'm glad that we got it resolved. Is it forever? Probably not. I don't think these two are see eye to eye types, but I do think that they can at least have an appreciation for each other. And Daniel giving Johnny the kudos of being the two-time champ, I thought was fantastic. And two times champ, and he was second place in 1984. Every sensei pushing their student was causing conflict. Whether it was Robbie and Terry Silver, if it was Miguel and Johnny, Daniel and Sam, like they weren't saying the thing that they needed to say to instill confidence and especially, you know, Terry Silver like looking at Robbie right after him and Tori have a moment and just saying, you know, like, don't get emotional. But then telling Tori, take that rage and use it. I really like that Kreese even has a moment where he's just like, hey, do your own thing. Daniel, hey, do your own thing. Johnny had that moment with Miguel where he just didn't say the right thing. And I just really wish he would have said, I don't want you to get hurt and I want it to be your choice. And instead he was pushing Miguel to fight, and I think Miguel made the right call. I think he did the right thing by not fighting. Ultimately, the karate you feel is what wins, whether it's an internal struggle or an external struggle. You know, being able to make the choice to fight the way you need to fight, to do your own thing in general, is what's going to make you happy, but it's also going to make you your most confident. Robbie kicking Kenny was pretty upsetting. The way he did it, he could have easily beat Kenny. We all know this. But it was really aggressive. I was really sad about it. I really like Robbie has got some big brother vibes. Like he tried to be a big brother to Anthony after Kenny beat him up, and he was trying to be a big brother to Kenny, kind of like a mentor. But I don't really see Robbie as a mentor as much as I do a brotherly figure. So I think that that's great. We might be exploring a lot of that brotherhood in the next one, which I'll get to it. And Robbie and Johnny finally having that emotional moment that they needed with each other where it wasn't anger. And they got to be a father and son where it was a son, you know, pouring his heart out to his dad and his dad telling him it's going to be okay. Tanner and William knocked it out of the park. That was a beautiful scene. Oh my gosh. Tanner's going to do good things. He's going to do really, really good things. Man, between him and Cholo, like, it's just these boys breaking my heart. I love them. Okay. Daniel and Chosen. The whole thing about brotherhood, like a couple seconds ago, if Daniel can forgive Chosen for literally trying to kill him, I feel like Sam needs to forgive Tori for assaulting her. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'm that big of a person. Somebody wrongs me, like they're essentially dead to me. So that's just the way I live my life. But like I think if Daniel explains the situation about Chosen to Sam, Sam might see Tori in a different light in the way that Tori is changing and allowing her to change. You have to allow people to actually change. And I know a lot of people don't like change, but you have to allow them to change. They're not always the same person in your head. And me just saying that people are dead to me, I probably should take my own advice. See, I'm evolving right in front of your eyes. I'm so excited. Like, I just... The actor that plays Chosen, like, I don't know if he did much after Karate Kid. I know that he was in some things, but I don't think he was in a lot of American things that, like, we would have seen him in. I briefly remember some things, and always, like, in my head going, it's the guy from Karate Kid. I don't... see, here's the thing. I had in my head that we were going to get Hilary Swank as Julie Pierce coming in at the end of this after Miyagi-Do loses, saying, I own Miyagi-Do franchises in Boston, and I can build these out in Los Angeles. And her helping. I really think a female sensei is a good idea. Especially because it's Hilary Swank. But I get it. She's an Oscar winner. 2-time Oscar winner. I mean, Daniel, Johnny, 2-time All-Valley champs, 2-time Oscar winner. Do you see how this works? I really thought we were going to get something like that, and I'm happy that we're getting Chosen. I really hope that my idea works, though, and that happens still. Come on, producers, don't let me down. And I thought maybe we might get some Mike Barnes, which I don't really know what that actor's up to these days. That might be in season 5. I don't know. But wow, what a great season. What a great season. How emotional was those last 2 episodes? And I just want to thank everybody who's recently subscribed to the channel, the people that have been here for a while. Thank you. As always, it's been just a treat talking to you guys, whether it's in the comments or on my Instagram. I really do appreciate it. I love finding people that love the same things that I do and have the same passion for them and that understand me. Like, you guys understand what's happening behind me right now with these pictures, and you understand, like, when I start crying about something, like, you get it, and I really just do appreciate that I found more people like me. It's truly a blessing to have witnessed and be part of, and it means the world to me. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed, try it. I really do need to start a P.O. box so you guys can send me tissues, because the amount of crying I do is unbelievable. Maybe some ibuprofen too, because my head actually really aches after watching these 2 episodes. Alright guys, this was a joy. I can't wait for season 5. Come back here for more. I'm hoping that I'll have more t-shirts to share, because I actually, all of mine are Miyagi-Do. I feel like I need an Eagle Fang. I feel like I need a Cobra Kai. I need to up my wardrobe game when it comes to this. All right, guys. I'll see ya.